Hey guys, fun day today. Out at the Ballantyne temp course in Charlotte, North Carolina. I won this tournament last year, I think with a score of 23 down through 2 rounds. It's a golf course style disc golf course. We just finished the front 9. I am currently 6 down, which is good. That's a great pace to be on. Definitely looking to get, 11, 12, somewhere around there. I feel like 26 could even take it this year. But I'm excited. Hope you guys are ready. These types of courses aren't typically like my style of play, if you will. You guys know that I like wooded stuff a lot more and all that kind of jazz, but should be a lot of fun. Starting off here, hole 10, 6 down. Let's get it going. All right, so this hole is 575 feet out of bounds across the cart path. I'm gonna take my drive and I'm gonna throw it right at the cart path, pretty much flat, because I know that it's gonna stable up, maybe a little bit of hyzer, but we wanna get as much distance as we can so that we can get a good forehand into the basket position. That's not flat enough. That might be hugging the left way too tight. It's gonna be a standout forehand. I was too afraid of going OB. This might be a time, I think this might be like a cicada shot. Last year I threw a stag on this, just getting out there into the open. Throwing something like that is honestly the play. Because I'm not gonna reach that OB, shoot. All right, so I went kind of deep in there, but thankfully I found it. So I was able to pitch out. I'm gonna throw the Raptor here on a hyzer just along the tree line and try and give it a putt. Might be a little short, I'm not sure. There's a little berm in front of me. I can't fully see the par putt here, so we could have thrown that another 20 feet and been in a good spot. Yes. Great par save there. All right, hole 11 here, 255, a big headwind right now, holy cow. Honestly, man, I feel like I'm gonna take my Firebird and just throw this thing out on a hyzer, try and cut inside of the 3rd tree on the right. Get up the hill, give me a skip. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, so I would definitely say I think something like this is my play, just because I know that it's gonna stable up where I want it to and it's not gonna go that far. All right, come on. Is that right? Oh my gosh, it fell in. That was right though. Okay. All right, hole 12 is a par 5, 760 feet. OB all down the left. I'm gonna take my DD, I'm gonna throw it out on a baby hyzer. Actually, I might aim to the right and throw it flat. It really just depends on the wind. I'll probably throw it flat, aiming a little bit more right, and let it kind of pan. I don't think it'll turn over. Keep this nice and smooth. That's what we're looking for. Stabling up. Oh yeah. All right, so there's another forehand play here potentially, or I could just throw a backhand. I think I might just throw a backhand just to kind of work it. I'm gonna throw the cicada just dead straight down the middle. I'll throw the forehand after this, but I think my tournament play would not be trying to go for an eagle. So I'm just gonna take the cicada, throw it flat down the middle. Yeah. And from there, it would just be a pitch up. I'll dry the DD off though, and we'll see if we can pop it. Come on, come on, come on. Ah, that's coming. See, that's why I wouldn't want to do it. If I had thrown that same shot down the right side, then I think we would have been 30 or 40. So I could have gone distance driver and maybe given myself a look, but that still just seems a little bit scary and unnecessary for me. We're gonna go justice and just try and land up by the basket. Yep, that should be just a straight putt right at it. All right, nice and easy. Yep. Good birdie right there. That's almost a must-get birdie as well because there's not too much OB to deal with. All right, now hole 13 is 582 feet. It's a par 4, and I think it's like 440 or something to clear the OB. So I'm not messing around with that. Wow, they moved the basket placement. So I'm throwing a little layup shot with the Raptor here over all of this stuff, skipping down to the right. Honestly, I feel like it can just be standstill, and then approaching from down there just to avoid any sort of error. Don't skip. All right, that should be good. All right, so I have a lot more room to work with there, or I can push it out over OB more and land somewhere down there. I guess I'll throw my drive here and just see if we can get it to the basket. A little bit of a right to left wind. I'm gonna kind of throw this flat, maybe 60 feet to the right of the basket, because I am on a right to left hill as well, which is gonna make me potentially miss my angle too. That looks perfect. That is perfect. Wow. Great shot. I didn't want to carry my bag and camera all the way over here. So we'll just knock this out. Yeah, dude. That's such a good birdie, laying up and then landing that right there. Great upshot. Great upshot right there. All right, so we're 9 down. Hole 14 here, par 3, 260. None of that stuff is OB. You'd have to play from it, which would be a bummer. I'm gonna take the Firebird again because I don't think I can throw it past 260 on a backhand. So I'm just gonna try and get it there. Might try and throw it flat over that little tree on the right. Went way straighter than I expected. All right, so that's one option. The other option I was thinking was throwing the tempo on a hyzer over that bush. But see, that's short. Just barely. So then maybe it's hex on a hyzer, but if there's wind, that could be dangerous. Oh, that looks pretty good. Right? Whew, a little short. And then I want to try a forehand with the Tesla, just a standstill forehand here. Because that very well might be the play. That looks like that might be the play, actually. All right, so Tesla is super close. Firebird just was a little less stable than I expected, but this is still makeable. Just take your time. Is that short? Yeah, I was afraid of going too high. That's a bummer. That's a really big bummer. Because that's a pretty easy birdie. There's the Tesla in. Dang it. Come on, dude. All right, this one might be a little bit hard for you guys to see. It's 320. So I'm gonna take the cicada. I'm just gonna throw it a little bit to the right of it, flat. There's a bit of a tailwind. It's gonna stable it up. I'm just gonna pop this and try and get into the circle. Ah, it's too far right. Get stable for me. Yeah. Ground play? Okay, should be in the circle. All right, so that tailwind wasn't as much as I thought it was gonna be. I mean, this is a must make putt, pretty much, like at all times. Especially out here. A little tailwind. It lifted it way more than I thought it would for a 20-foot putt. Gosh. That's 2 holes that are probably gonna have like an 80% birdie rate that we just missed. All right, hole 16, 360 feet. I'm gonna throw the drive here again and aim flat out to the right of it, a little bit of a tailwind, and get it to land down by the basket. That drop, yes, okay, good, a little lift. I think that's a putt. Dude, that drop was crazy. I'm gonna try and throw the cicada here on hyzer. That got the lift. If the drive had gotten the lift, that would have been really nice. All right, so both of these were in pretty good spots. Okay, tailwind, it's gonna lift it just like it did earlier. Dude, I aimed so much lower, that's crazy. But that's good to know. And then the drive right here. Good birdie. We needed one after not getting one in 2 holes. All right, 10 down. And that's what, hole 16? All right, I gotta get 17 and 18 then. All right, hole 17 here. 642 feet, par 4. Cart path and the right is OB. I throw a forehand here with this DD. We're gonna throw it flat. There's a little bit of a tailwind, but I'm gonna throw it flat and then I should be in like no danger of going out of bounds. And I should be able to push this pretty far, honestly. I'm gonna throw this powerful and flat. And this tailwind should actually help it fly even further for us. Tailwind is not helping it stable up. It's okay though. All right, so I could throw a backhand here, but honestly I feel safer throwing the forehand. I'm gonna throw at that tree by that building. That's kind of my aim point with hyzer, with the Tesla. I imagine I'm maybe 250 away or so. If I go long, I don't mind. I've got some distance before the OB. Please give me a little flare. Okay, gave me a little flare. All right, so it actually looks like I'm outside the circle here, which is a bummer. So now the tailwind's gonna drop it right before it gets to the basket. That's incredibly frustrating. All right, so I was not expecting this. Hole 18 was a little chip forehand. Now it's a 954 foot par 5. Some people are gonna be able to eagle this. A little bit of a headwind here. I'm gonna throw this vanish flat out there, and I know I'm just trying to stay in the fairway. I've never played this pin before. That is not far at all, dude. I'm gonna throw the drive here. So I need to throw like 350, 350, and then like 300. in order to get my birdie, which I'm more than capable of doing. This headwind is a little bit interesting here, but I'm just gonna try and pump this flat and just make sure I can get a look at the basket. That should be good. At least give us a look at something, because I don't even know where the basket is. I think it's down on the right. All right, so that second shot right there was a smash. We like that. I think I'm only like 200 in. So I'm gonna take the Raptor here, throw it wide and left, and just try and crash into the basket. Two inside. Oh no, that should be perfect, dude. All right, little downhill, little windy. Now we know I can give that a little bit more. I don't even know what this wind is telling me right now, but we're just gonna try and get our putt in there. Dude, I can't even begin to express my annoyance with this wind. I don't even know what it's doing. Like, that was a right to left wind. That is a right to left wind right there. And that just launched that so high over the basket. That is insane. Good putt right there. That's a bummer, dude. So many wind putts, it messes up. Finished up 10 down. If we had made those wind putts, that would have been 13. All right, guys. That's a 10 down round out here. That's not gonna win it, but that will get us close. And again, with a couple of those missed putts that we could have fixed, there's that. I'm trying to think of some other holes where we could have gotten birdies. We could have just birdied that one, but obviously that was a wind putt. A couple things to work on there, but I'm excited to be back playing this one. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you in the next one.